Macan sets new standards, the first all-electric SUV from Porsche. Porsche is launching its second all-electric model. 10 years after its launch, the Porsche Macan is heading into its second model generation, now in all-electric form. Through its progressive, timeless design, characteristic Porsche performance, long-distance range and high everyday practicality, the new Macan 4 and the new Macan Turbo aim to completely fulfill the requirements of Porsche customers choosing an SUV. We are taking the Macan to a completely new level, with exceptional e-performance, the new driver experience, and a very impressive design, said Oliver Bloom, chairman of the executive board of Porsche AG, on the occasion of the world premiere in Singapore. Our aim is to offer the sportiest model in its segment with the all-electric Macan, says Jörg Kerner, Vice President Product Line Macan. Porsche exclusively uses the latest generation of permanently excited PSM electric motors on the front and rear axles to achieve excellent efficiency and enable optimum reproducibility of the power output. The maximum torque is 650 and 1130 Nm, respectively. This guarantees excellent driving performance. The Macan 4 accelerates from a standstill to 100 km/h in 5.2 seconds, while the Macan Turbo takes just 3.3 seconds. The two models achieve top speeds of 220 and 260 km/h, respectively. New premium platform electric with 800-volt architecture. The electric motors draw their energy from a lithium-ion battery in the underbody, with a gross capacity of 100 kWh, of which up to 95 kWh can be actively used. The HV battery is a central component of the newly developed Premium Platform Electric, PPE, with 800-volt architecture, used by Porsche for the first time in the new Macan. The DC charging output is up to 270 kilowatts. The battery can be charged from 10 to 80% within approximately 21 minutes at a suitable fast charging station. At 400-volt charging stations, a high-voltage switch in the battery enables bank charging by effectively splitting the 800-volt battery into two batteries, each with a rated voltage of 400 volts. This enables particularly efficient charging, without an additional HE booster, at up to 135 kilowatts. AC charging at up to 11 kilowatts is possible at household wall boxes. Up to 240 kilowatts of energy can be recuperated via the electric motors while driving. The integrated power box, IPB, also contributes to the efficiency of the new Macan models, while also saving weight and space. The innovative and compact IPB combines three components: the onboard AC charger, the high-voltage heater and the DC/DC converter. The combined WLTP range is up to 613 km in the Macan 4 and up to 591 km in the Macan Turbo. Sporty proportions and coupe-like lines. Thanks to the sharper proportions and Porsche design DNA, the new Macan models look dynamic and dominant. With the all-electric Macan, we are presenting the first Porsche that we are taking electric from an established product identity, says Michael Mauer, Vice President Style Porsche. The new Macan is clearly recognizable by its brand identity as part of the Porsche product family. The classic Porsche proportions have been further developed and optimally adapted to the challenges of an electric vehicle. This has further heightened the sporty, modern, and dynamic appearance of the Macan. The design makes it clear, the Macan remains the sports car in its segment, even in electric form. Macan 4, Macan Turbo, 2024, Porsche AG. The shallow pitch of the bonnet and the strongly pronounced wings give the entry-level SUV, which is 4,784 mm long, 1,938 mm wide and 1,622 mm high, a dynamic appearance even when stationary. The new Macan is fitted with up to 22-inch wheels with staggered tire fitment. The wheelbase, which is 86 mm longer than the previous model, 2,893 mm, is offset by short overhangs at the front and rear. The headlights are divided into two parts. The flat upper light unit with 4-point daytime running lights is embedded in the wings and emphasizes the width of the car. The main headlight module with optional matrix LED technology is positioned slightly lower in the front end. The characteristic Porsche flyline forms a unit with the flat rear window. In combination with the frameless doors with characteristic side blades, the result is a sleek, sporty design. Strongly pronounced shoulders give the rear a muscular look. The Porsche logo now sits in the center of the sculptural 3D light strip. Active and passive aerodynamics for greater range. Porsche combines its design DNA with aerodynamics optimized for range. Thanks to the Porsche Active Aerodynamics, PA, with active and passive elements and a drag coefficient of 0.25, the new Macan is one of the most streamlined SUVs on the market, with positive effects on range and power consumption. The PA system includes the adaptive rear spoiler, active cooling flaps on the front air intakes and flexible covers on the fully sealed underbody. Air curtains below the headlight module, and the low-slung front end optimize the airflow. At the rear, lateral tear-off edges and the louvered diffuser ensure aerodynamic efficiency. 2 luggage compartments and increased interior space. The new Macan is a performance-oriented SUV with a high level of practicality for everyday use, high-quality equipment and spacious configuration. Electrification has led to increased luggage space in the Macan. Depending on the model and equipment fitted, the capacity behind the rear seat bench is up to 540 liters, cargo mode. In addition, there is the frunk, a second luggage compartment under the bonnet with a capacity of 84 liters. This amounts to 136 liters more than the previous model. If the rear seat backrest is folded down completely, the rear luggage compartment capacity increases to up to 1,348 liters. The maximum towing capacity of 2,000 kilograms rounds off the highly practical qualities of the new Macan. Depending on the model and equipment fitted, the driver and front passenger now sit up to 28 mm lower than before, while the rear passengers sit up to 15 mm lower with increased legroom. The interior is unmistakably Porsche. The width of the cockpit is emphasized by an integrated black panel. The rising design of the center console heightens the impression of a low and performance-focused position in the vehicle. At the same time, large windows give a light and airy feel to the interior space. In addition to the modern digital user interfaces, there are also select analog control elements, for example, on the air vents and the air conditioning controls. An LED light strip is integrated into the thoughtfully designed trim strip of the cockpit and doors. It acts as both ambient lighting and a communication light. Depending on the situation, it provides information or warnings, such as for greetings, charging processes or in conjunction with the driver assistance systems. The equipment in the new Macan enables a high degree of customization. Porsche also aims to use more ecological materials in its cars. A proportion of such materials is used in selected parts in the interior of the all-electric Macan. Driver experience, high computing power and connectivity. The Macan is equipped with the latest generation display and operating concept with up to 3 screens, including the freestanding 12.6-inch, curved design instrument cluster and the 10.9-inch central display. For the first time, the passenger can also view information, adjust settings on the infotainment system or stream video content while the car is being driven via their own optional 10.9-inch screen. For the first time, the Porsche driver experience also includes a head-up display with augmented reality technology. Virtual elements such as navigation arrows are visually integrated seamlessly into the real world. The image appears to the driver at a distance of 10 meters and corresponds to the size of an 87-inch display. The new generation infotainment system is based on Android Automotive OS. The standard Porsche Communication Management, PCM, in the new Macan takes computing performance to a new level. For example, the Hey Porsche voice assistant suggests routes, including charging stops, at lightning speed. In the new Porsche App Center, passengers can directly access popular apps from third-party providers and install them directly in the new Macan. First Macan with rear axle steering and 2-valve dampers. Porsche developed the Macan with a keen focus on quintessential Porsche driving dynamics and a characteristic steering feel. Thanks to its particularly sporty seat position and low center of gravity, as well as its impressive driving dynamics and steering precision, the new Macan delivers a real sports car feeling, explains product line Vice President Jörg Kerner. Both the Macan 4 and the Macan Turbo have all-wheel drive. The 2 electric motors are controlled via the power electronics almost in real time. The electronically controlled Porsche traction management, EPTM, operates around 5 times faster than a conventional all-wheel drive system, and can respond to slip within 10 milliseconds. In addition, the all-wheel drive distribution is governed by the selected driving program. Porsche Torque Vectoring Plus, PTV Plus, an electronically controlled differential lock on the rear axle, also contributes to the traction, driving stability and lateral dynamics of the Macan Turbo. Macan models with air suspension, also standard on the Turbo, are equipped with the Porsche Active Suspension Management, PASM, electronic damping control. This can also be combined with the steel spring suspension as an option. PASM now also features dampers with 2-valve technology. Thanks to the more expansive damper map, this results in a wider spectrum between comfort and performance. This makes the differences between the driving programs even more tangible. For the first time, the Macan has optional rear axle steering, with a maximum steering angle of 5 degrees. It enables a compact turning circle of 11.1 meters in urban traffic and when maneuvering, while simultaneously enabling exceptional driving stability at higher speeds, ably assisted by the consistent and precise front axle steering for which the brand is known. Since 2014, Porsche has delivered more than 800,000 examples of the Macan worldwide. This success story is set to continue with this all-electric successor, which is produced in a net carbon-neutral way at the Porsche plant Leipzig. The new models will be delivered to the first customers during the second half of the year.
Remember to like, subscribe and share. It not only supports the channel but also fuels more content that you love. So, let's make this community bigger and better together. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay awesome, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next video.